Hey everyone, Beth here from CornerPiece Studio. I'm here to do part 2 of the create journal card videos that I've started this morning. So I hope you all had a great day. I had a pretty good day at work today, not bad. Welcome back if you're returning to see this part 2. If this is your first time here, I'm thrilled you're here. Please like and subscribe. My watermark down below if you like what you see, and subscribe so you can see some more content that I put up on the pages. And what we're going to do is we're going to embellish these a little bit. These are journal cards. I took some magazine images and I glued them to postcards that you return if you're for subscriptions on things. So you notice on the back that it's a little more white now. What I did is I took some paint because as you can see, the writing on the back of those cards is pretty bold. So I wanted to back it off a little bit so it doesn't show through my paper when I put the paper on, because I did that before. I held some lined paper up to this and it showed through. So I decided to take some paint. I have like sample paints from I got this one is a Benjamin Moore. I got some from Lowe's. I also have acrylic paints. Where is it? I have acrylic paints that I use to do this sort of thing. So you just take a little bit, either on your finger or on a brush, and paint the back of it, and then let it dry. It dried pretty quickly. Actually, it dried pretty quickly, which I was glad. So, but before I get started here, I want to show you all something really special that I received today from a dear friend, Amy. Hey there, Amy. I told you I was going to do this. She gave these beautiful little scissors to me. They are great for fussy cutting and getting into tight places. Let me see if I can there we go. This one is just shiny and has some I guess you call it like filigree work on it. Absolutely beautiful. And this one is a brassy color. This one's a silver color. And this is a brassy color. And this one has flowers and birds on it. Absolutely beautiful. And they work nicely too. I tried them out at lunch when I was with Amy. And they work very nicely for doing a little fussy cutting when you are cutting things out of magazines and books. Absolutely beautiful. I love them. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. And she suggested I maybe put them out when I'm doing my work, just to dress my table up a little bit. So there they are, Ames. There they are. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get down to business here a little bit. What I'm going to do, what I did a little test trial for this one with paper. I took some of this lined paper that I had told you about, this vintage. I'm sorry if you can't see the lines on it. It is a lined standard size paper pad. The lines are very pale because it's older and discolored. Let me see something here. There we go. Can you see lines now? Not too much. So I'm sorry. I'm trying. There, you might be able to see some of the lines on the paper. But it's starting to yellow, which is perfect. I love it. So I took some vintage photo ink on my dauber, and I just inked the edge. So now I want to put it to the back of this, so it will become a journaling spot. Let's move these guys out of the way. So it will become a journaling spot. Okay, so So I'm going to put glue to this. Again, I'm going to be using my all-purpose glue stick. I like these a lot. From Elmer's Glue. They're good. I also will use other ones. I'll show you in just a minute. I want to get this on. So you just put glue all over the back and place it down. Okay, I'm going to use my spreaders, my scrapers, to help get the air bubbles out of it. And you can see the inking. You see some of the paint on my fingers. The inking does stand out on here a little bit from when I inked it earlier. So let's see another glue I like. I like to use this one from Staples. It's just a large glue stick, washable, non-toxic, acid-free. So I like that one also. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to add a little bit to the back here. I found some of these, my stamp pads here, my stampers. And I'm going to use archival ink because it's acid-free and it's permanent. So it will not run if it gets wet or if you want to add more color to it or something. Let's see. That's that house with some leafy things. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this one on it. I'm going to put that on here. And also make sure you have a piece of book page or something nearby to use as a stamp off. For when you're done stamping, you stamp off the rest of the ink onto that, just so it helps preserve your stampers. And also, it's the first time I've used this one, so I'm going to stamp it to see how it does. All right, so it just shows me I need to put some more ink in the middle there. Let's see how that goes. That's okay. All right. I don't want it to take over the paper. I just want to put a little bit of something to break up the back on here. So I'm going to put that on and press it. These stamps are Hampton Art transparent stamps. I think I got these at I think I got these at Hobby Lobby many months ago. So there it goes. That came out pretty nice. I like that. So I'm going to leave that there. Let's close this up. That looks pretty good. I'm going to add a little more glue here. What happened was when I put the paint on the back, it went through the paper a little bit and loosened up the glue because I used a different glue. I didn't use this one this morning. I used something else on this one. So there we go. It's down. It's set. Where's my corner rounders? I love my rounded corners, so I'm using a corner rounder on it. All right, it needs to dry. It's not fully dry, so it needs to dry. It needs to set and dry for a little while before you use your corner rounders. You need to be okay. I think I might put a little bit of book page on this one. Put a little bit of book page on this. Do that. I'm gonna put a little bit of ink on the edges. You don't need to ink. Me, I love to ink. I just love to ink. It's just the way it is. Here's my glue page. I'm going to put some of this on. Let's see. Maybe I'll put it right here because I want to put a little label with it just to break up things. Like this label. It's a blue one with numbers on it. I'm going to just put that right there. I'm trying to not put too much bulk on these because I want to use them in pockets. So I'm going to cover up that Roman number there and put that number there. Whoops. There. There we go. There, I like that. That's good. And now I need something to act as my pull on this for when I put it in. I'm going to tear this apart. This was this punch out from one of my stampers. I'm going to put a piece here and a piece here, and it's going to act as a pull in my pocket to pull out of the pocket. Okay, so put a little glue on that. Glue on that. And put glue on this side. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Turn it over, grab the other piece and line them up. And there. I got a little, my fingers are sticky. Everything's sticking to my fingers. There we go. There we go. So there's a little pull, because you have a pocket and you just pull it out of the pocket. So I'm going to let this all dry so that I can stamp my corners in a bit. Okay, so that's one done. Where's my other ones? Here they are. I'm going to tear some paper to be glued on the back of these. I'm going to use some more of this paper. Let's do my teapot one, because I got some plans for this one. I got some plans for this one. All right, I'm gonna, let's see. I'm just doing a straightaway tear. I'm not going to cut it. You can cut it if you choose. Me, I like the torn look. I like it a lot. And now I've got to put that on the back. Let me tear a little bit off of the top here. So this paper is old paper that my brother had given to me. We used magazine page. We used magazine page. We used some junk mail stuff that would normally go in the trash. So you can make use of these different things without throwing them out, and you get something really pretty out of them. Really nice. And my pulls, I used music page. I have other ones that I used some, I'll show it to you in a minute. Just some scrapbooking paper. Put that away. So you can use anything at all that you have. Okay, I'm gonna scrape that down. And just really quick, I'm going to put a stamp on the back of this also. Put a stamp on the back of this. Let's see what else I have here. But we'll go with that teapot. Put that up. All right, that's what. Oh, that'll go with the teapot. That one right there, because it looks like those flowers right there. that off. Put it back. There we go. Yeah, I like these stamps. They're really nice. There's my stamp off right there. And these stamp off pages can be used as ephemera when you're done. Also, you can tear them up like I'm doing with the book page as it is. Tear it up and use it. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Just move it down here. Push down on it well so you get everything on it. And I'm just gonna use this. I'm going to add some more stamps to it, just light ones going off the page a little bit, coming back on, just to break up the page. And you can just write right over it. It's not going to be in the way of everything when you decide to write on it. So, okay, there's that. I clip this off the top. That's a hanger offer. We don't need that. So, and now what I want to do here is I want to add some flowers. I have this box of flowers. I want to add a couple of them to this just to make it a little more dimensional. There's that one. Let's see. What's that? Is that one or two? That's a whole one. Wow. Okay. Just to make it a little more dimensional. There's a little white one. I like that one. Put that over here. And now I'm going to use a different glue on them because I want them to adhere well. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. It holds well and quickly. So I'm going to just add like 3. I don't know about that one there. I want to add about 3 flowers. Just 3. Here we go. Here's this one. Let's see. Yeah. Not there, but there. Okay. That'll do. So the Fabri-Tac holds pretty quickly and is a sound, stays pretty well. Stuck itself shut. Sometimes that happens. It comes out up over itself and you have to just take the spot off of there. Just put a little on, press it down, and it's going to stay. Put a little on, press it down, and it'll stay. I'll do one more. I notice how the center of these flowers in the picture are brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my vintage photo, wipe off my fingers here, take some vintage photo. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just try and get the middle. There we go. See, I'm just darkening the center of the flower. Or trying to anyway. There we go. Darken the center of the flower. There it is. It's pretty. It's just a little dimensional there. I'm going to found this word beautiful earlier. I'm going to just put beautiful on there. Actually, I want to get one of my tags here and put that on first. What do I want? Do I want a green one maybe? A small one. That's a big one, so let me see. Do I have any smaller green ones? Yes. I'm getting a smaller one, folks. I'm sorry. I don't really have a smaller green one. Let's see. Here. And like I said the other day when I had these out, these were part of a digital kit that I had gotten online. I don't remember whose it was. I'm sorry. Okay, there's that. I'm going to put the word, let's see if I can fit the word beautiful somewhere else. Right there. Got this one. I'm going to clip the end off of this. Just clip it down a little. There we go. So I want it to fit. See, nice scissors, Amy. Thank you. I want it to fit on there. And then I'll put it on. I'm going to add some brown ink to this just to make it stand out a little bit. And now I will put some glue on it. Something like this, you just run it across the top of the glue because it's so small you really can't put the glue stick to it when it's face down because it'll come up anyway. So, and the same thing with this. I'm just going to run that on there. And I'm going to place it down. I'm going to use this cloth to help push it down so it sticks. And it also helps remove some of the glue. So here we go. Let me just pull that in closer. Let me do it a different way. There we go. How's that? Isn't that nice? That came out good. They came out real nice. Like I said, we have to wait for the backs to dry before we can round our corners. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Let me get these out of the way here so they don't end up on the floor. Okay, let's see. Where's another one? Oh yeah, I wanted to do Wild for Flowers. That was on this one, I think. Let me see. Yes. Let's see which one it looks better on. This one. Okay. Now there's also another little issue with this one. It has some blue down here that I'm not liking. So I found some green rickrack. Could do one of two things. Take it and cut it right off, or you can add some ribbon or rickrack or something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm adding some rickrack. I'm going to open my glue here. Doesn't want to open. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac to put that on. I'm going to hope I'm in frame here. Just going to run some glue along the bottom edge. Come on. There. And take the rickrack and put it. I chose green because I wanted it to pull out the green in the leaves on the table. That's what I wanted. And that's what it did. I'm going to bend that a little just to straighten it out. Let's do a little bit of inking on this to darken it up a little bit. Wild for Wildflowers. I like that. I'm going to put some glue on it. So you don't, to embellish these, you don't have to do a whole lot. This Wild for Wildflowers, I don't know if you remember, was the title on that article from where I got that out of the magazine. So I'm going to do that. Now the back, I need to get some paper. Dropped it on the floor. Now That's not gonna work. Let me get a new piece. Okay, let's find a good line. Love the sound of tearing. I just love the sound of tearing paper. Love it, love it. I'm going to tear some off the bottom. So I have a torn edge on that. There we go. And I'm going to do the side. And then I'll measure the other side. Here we go. There. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tearing paper is so satisfying. It really is. I'm going to ink the edges a little. You can see me ink edges. And hear me ink the edges. Okay, so I'm going to glue that to there. Put some glue on it. What time is it? Okay, I'm going to be stopping in a few minutes because this is running to almost a half hour. I'm sorry for the length of it. I just wanted to create some of these with you online. Let's see. Oops. Things are just rolling all around here. So what happens when you're trying to rush. I don't mean to rush. I want to get that done so you can see. Now I want to do a little bit of something different on the back side of this one. I'm going to create a little pocket. And what I'm going to use for that will be this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue 3 sides of it, and then it will be a pocket. I'm going to just use a white glue. Let me find the right side up. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm going to use a white glue just to go around 3 sides. There. And put it down. And where's the scraper? I'm going to use the scraper, scrape from the center out. It'll help pull the glue to the edges, and then just use a rag. I've got that. I also have these baby washcloths that I use. I'm sorry, I was out a little too, I was a little too close. You're not being able to see what I'm doing. So there's the pocket. Let me get something to go in it. Stay there. Get a little green tag to go in it. See, just like that. Got a little pocket on the back. So you can do all sorts of stuff. I need to get a top so I can pull that out. I'll do that. I'm going to use this to make my pull, because I do have a journal that has pockets. It's a pocket journal, and it's an envelope journal, and it has pockets in it. And I'm going to use these tags in it. Okay, so I'm going to put this here on this side to offset that's down there. And yeah, it's about the same on the back here. but that's all right. There we go. There. Oops, need to bring it down a little. And that's another good thing about this glue stick, is it gives you the chance to slide something. Ouch. So it so you can get it to where you want it to be. I'm going to cut that off the edge. Okay, so let me get my journal. I don't want to put these in. I made this journal. There's some videos on how I created this. It's an envelope journal from envelopes that were given to me in Happy Mail. And I'm going to show you what I want to do. Let's see. We'll see if it fits. Like this one will fit in here, just like so. Come on, go in there. There's something in this one already. And there's something in that one already. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna put it in this one. Just like that. And then it's got the tab sticking out, so when I want to use it I can pull it out like so. So that's what I'm going to do with these. That's for my envelope journal. Journaling cards for my envelope journal. Okay, so I want to thank you all for being here this evening for a follow-up on the project we started this morning. Sorry about all my stuff on my desk. When you're working, you got all kinds of stuff going on here. So these 3 are done. They are going to go into that journal. These other ones I will finish off camera, and I will put the picture in my I'll put the pictures on in my community section when they're done, to show you all how they came out. I still have to let these dry a little bit so I can chop the corners. I want to round the corners. So thank you for being here this evening. I really appreciate you sticking it out with me. So until next time, thank you. Thank you all for being here, whether you're new viewers or you have been here before. We'll see you in the future. And again, Amy, thank you so much for these gorgeous scissors. They will be used a lot. I really appreciate them. Okay, folks, have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.